Hi everyone, good day. This is Queenish Nai, and welcome to my channel. If you are new and if you are returning, welcome back. It's a pleasure to have you here with us again. And today we are going to go through the simple budget planner as well as some of the other budgeting essentials that are coming to the site. So before I actually go into this planner, I just want to point out that the name on the cover is actually linked to the website. So if you're actually looking for anything, it's pretty easy to get to the site from there. And as we get into the planner, you are going to notice on every page we have the bottom navigation bar. And down there, you are going to be able to access all of the important parts of your planner, basically. Whether it's your index, your year at a glance, your monthly planning page, your trackers, as well as the budget sheets that are included. So I'm just showing you how it is to navigate to each of these areas from the bottom bar. It's super quick, super easy, and very useful. After that, we're going to go to the index page, and these headings are also linked to the dividers throughout the planner. So you could access it from the bottom navigation bar as I did there, or you can access it from the index. So at the year at a glance, we do have some of the important things such as your calendar, whatever important dates you have, your overview, your financial goals, and your reflections, and we're going to get into that. Then for the monthly budget, we obviously have the calendar. This is a bi-monthly um, budget planner. We have cash envelopes and transactions. If you get paid once a month, you just use one. If you get paid weekly, you just duplicate for the amount of weeks that you need. We also have some trackers for debts, savings, others, as well as the challenges. And we also have a few budget sheets. Okay, let's get into the year at a glance section, and we have the 2024 calendar so that you can highlight your pay periods. We have important dates. As you can see, it's easy to navigate from the bottom as well as the index. We also have the yearly overview page, which you can fill out as you go throughout the year. We also have financial goals, which has the goal, the timeline, and the steps that you need to take. And as I was filming this, I thought that for the timeline, the time frame area, sorry, we could actually draw like, just like a mock timeline to kind of visualize what you would like to get done at each step of the goal. And so I'm illustrating that at this point in time. After that, we have the reflections page, and you can go through and just kind of get a recap or do a recap actually of, how the year went finance wise. Next, we go into our monthly budgeting section, and you do meet the divider for the month. Then you go into the calendar, and then we have the paycheck budget page. You can highlight or circle the month that you're doing the budget for. Even though it is directly behind the calendar for the month, it's still good that as you are on the page to circle, the month that you're actually budgeting for. Now we have the income sources, then we have the fixed expenses, then below that we have variable expenses, we have a section for debts, subscriptions, sinking funds, and our summary at the bottom. And as I mentioned earlier, you do get 2 paychecks after each calendar or after each monthly divider. After that, we have our cash envelope page, and and I usually use this to track expenses. Um, when I say expenses, I mean like variable expenses, nothing like bills, but things like groceries, personal care, gas, those things could be tracked via the cash envelopes. And if you need more, obviously you can just click copy page and paste page. Then to close off the month, we have a transactions log. We can use that to, track when you paid your bills, when things came out of the account, and things like that. Here I'm actually just showing you how um, paycheck 1 and 2 are linked and where it is in relation to the monthly calendar. Next up, we are going to go into our trackers, which is our debts, savings, other trackers, as well as our challenges, our savings challenges. So I'm just showing you how easy it is to navigate to each of the dividers within the trackers section. And in the debts section, the first page is our debt listing, where we can have a summary or put a summary of all the debts that we have. Then after that, we move into the next page, which is our credit card debt log, where we can put all the necessary information relating to our credit cards. And after the credit cards, we have the loans log. Again, you can put the information relating to that loan there. Next, we have savings. Sorry about that. Next, we have savings, and we go into our general savings. We have investments. And the investments have quite a few columns that you might need to track your investments. We also have a sinking funds page, which has this really nice envelope. This is the same envelope that we use in the savings challenges. So I thought we'd just incorporate that, and it's a nice way to help you track your sinking funds if you're doing it in this PDF format. Next, we have the others, and this is your general bill tracker, where you can track your bill, the day that it's due, and if you've paid it. We also have the subscriptions tracker as well. You can track whether it's monthly, annually, biannually, things like that. Next, we have a gift tracker. Then we have donations and a wish list. After that, we have our challenges, and you can color it in. And duplicate as you need to. And then after the saving challenges, which we have the 1K, 5K, 10K, and a 20K. We have those as we have the 20K included. And a side note, when we get to the budgeting essentials, you are going to see some really fun trackers. But these savings challenges, the 1, the 5, and the 10, they are included as a bonus to those fun saving challenges. So if you purchase the fun savings challenge bundle on the site, you are going to get those in the same PNG format as 3 bonus files. Next, we move on to the budget sheets. We had our travel budget, which is pretty comprehensive in itself. And now we've moved on to the event budget. And you can tick next to the item. And then we have our Christmas budget section where you can track your gifts and anything that you'd like to buy. And then we have our business budget and then the transaction log. After that, we move into our custom sections. And as I mentioned, did I say I didn't say? Our custom sections, I actually use mine to track or I made copies of the savings challenges and the sinking funds, and I made 2 I want to say notebooks in the custom sections area, and that's where I'm tracking those. I'm just flipping through for you to see what's in the planner. It's a lot, but I've been using it and it's been a very nice complement to my Excel. As you if you would like to see what's in the budgeting essentials pack, stay tuned because I'm moving into that right now. So let's go. And we're back, guys. I know, like, where did we go? We're still watching the same video, right? But in this segment, we're actually going to be going through the budgeting essentials items that are coming to the shop. They are new. And as my personal budgeting journey evolves, because I am a cashless budgeter, I wanted to shake things up and make my budgeting journey a little bit more exciting. And I did make all of that with templates that are available on the site, using things that I had around me already. Right? Because budgeting doesn't have to be daunting, it doesn't have to be boring. But I just thought I'd kind of, spice my budgeting life up a little bit. And these templates that I have included are going to make it fun, right? Because budgeting does not have to be boring. And it's very good to know exactly where you're spending your money. If you're eating out too much, you need to pump the brakes and readjust. So it's very important that you at least know where your money is going, how it's being spent, so that you can change some of your spending habits. Okay, so let's get into the actual templates for the budget envelopes. So what you're gonna get is the template in 2 fonts. You're gonna get a Canva template, and you can go in there, edit and duplicate as many pages as you want, and then print it out, laminate them, and make your own envelopes. So I believe this font is Halimum, and then the next font is Quicksand, but for my budgeting binders, I chose the Halimum font, and at the back I included this shimmer paper. Now you're going to see for some of them, I think I do show it here. For some of them, I do have, I did use, some papers, design papers that I picked up from Michael's. So some of them do have the shimmer, at the back, and some of them have the paper from the design pack, if you will. I also made some of these dashboards so that I could, um, know which sections start and where it ends. And right now I have three binders, and I think I'm going to get three more. And I said I was a cashless budgeter, because I didn't want to have too much cash on me at any one point in time. So I made this. You are also going to get this included in one of the listings, and it's basically mock money that you can use to fill out your cash envelopes. So using this as opposed to actual cash, well, it will depend on the cash envelope that you're using. So for groceries, you might want to use cash, but for something else, you might prefer to use mock money. Or as you go through your savings challenges, the bills might become too much, so you can swap them out. And for each of the bills, I included a motivational budget quote. So there is the one for the dollar, then we have the $5 one with the quote. We have a $10 denomination as well. We have a 20. We have a 50. And we have a $100 bill. We also have a 500, a 1,000, and a 5,000. At which point you have budgeted like a boss. Those are the bills, and they are going to be used, or they can be used as a visual representation within your binders as to the actual cash that you have in your account to spend for that particular item. And it's pretty flexible and easy to use. And I didn't laminate them so I could reuse them as well, because these are printed with inkjet. So if water touches it, it's going to run. And I actually have one that I'm looking for right now that got a little bit of water dropped on it and it ran before I could have laminated it. So in order to ensure the longevity, I laminated it. So let's say for groceries, you budgeted 150. You can go through and, see, well, budgeted 150 for the week. That's how much you have to budget for. 170. I could be 50 there. Yeah, be 170. So, that could be your visual representation for the week or the month, depending on how often you stuff your cash envelopes, as to how much you have budgeted. And then you can slip them in. You're ready to go. As you make purchases, you can use the transaction sheet that we have included as a listing. You can use that and slip that in to track your transactions. I actually cut mine down. I think it's 3x7, but I actually cut mine down a bit because I didn't need that entire sheet. So I cut mine down a bit. I just printed this on regular paper and laminated it as well, so I can reuse it. And I'm going to be writing on it with a permanent marker, so it will not rub off. And then once I'm finished, I can use a alcohol swab and remove it, and it'll be good to go for the next one. Of course, if you want to use real cash, you can as well. But I also think it's important to have some seasoned funds in your account, as well as when, if you are doing it cash, when you've accumulated a certain amount, to transfer that into a high yield savings account, as well as for safety reasons. You don't want to have too much cash sitting on you. I'm just putting this back into my money tree. That is the template there in action. You just have to edit or customize it and print out what you want. Then we have the cash withdrawal breakdown. You are going to get 6 on a letter size paper. So you could just print it out, and I laminated mine, so you can laminate yours as well. And then you can just write in the amount you need when you go to the bank and hand the teller this. To accompany the cash withdrawal breakdown, I also included in one of the listings a cash breakdown sheet that you can print. It is letter size, so if you want, you can add it behind the paycheck breakdown in any given month, and kind of plan out for which bills the denominations that you need in order to stuff those envelopes. And I'm just looking for that off camera, putting it up on my tab so that I can show you how it looks. This is how it looks. It's pretty simple. You have your category and the amount, and you have your bill denominations there. I included 1 through to 100. However, there are some currencies that have $1,000 bills and such, so I did leave 2 blank at the end for you to add those bills in if your currency has bills larger than $100. That is also included in one of the listings. Next up, I am showing you some of the smaller envelopes, and in the template you do get 2 sizes. You get for A6 and you get for A7. So if your budget binder is the wallet kind, you do get an A7 template as well that you can use, or you can use the A6 and just trim on either side, whichever one is your preference, but they are both included. Next up is the fun savings challenges, and these are majority of what's included. I think we have 18 designs in the shop, or 18 options in the shop, included in one listing. You're going to get that, and you're also going to get 3 bonus files, which it's the 1, the 5, and the 10k savings challenges. But these savings challenges are so cute, and it's sure to motivate you. Some of them have headings on them already, or titles, and some of them are blank. So for example, the shopping bag, or the piggy bank, or these envelopes, or even the balloons, you can use that to track anything. And we have travel, and we have some improvements. Again, I printed this on regular paper and I laminated them so that I could reuse them as I'm done with the challenge. And each sheet, you're going to see the goal, and each icon stands for, let's say each icon is $5 or each icon is $10, and there are 32 icons on a sheet. So As you can see, one is blank and one actually has a heading on it. You get 32, and you have to assign a value to each icon. You can track when you started and when you're finished. I'm really interested in using this because I did not have this in my budgeting lineup before. So I think this would be kind of exciting to use. And again, you can print on demand. And on the site, what I did is now these are included as PNGs, so you can go in and create your own kind of order of how many you want. But what I did is I included a Canva template that's free so that you can go and upload this to that template, and you do get 3 a page because it's 3 by 6, so you can fit 3 onto a page together with some guides. So there's a Canva template for that. But if you don't want to do it, we do have an option in this listing for you to let us make the templates for you. Just tell us which tracker you want and how many in the tracker that you want, and we will put together the PDF file for you, and we will send it to you for you to download and you can print. Even though you pick that option, you are still going to get all 18 as PNG files. So if later down the road you want to make your own templates, you can do that. But for that option, we will be doing it for you and just sending you the PDF files. And I think that is it for the budgeting essentials for now. I am thinking of doing some budgeting videos. No, not a lot, because it's kind of personal to me. But I will show you how I use some of the budgeting elements. Before I go, these come in 8 different designs to match the focus planners. And we also have our Design Your Own YouTube banner course that just launched on the website. So make sure to check that out if you want to get your banner up to par. Bye, guys.